Hey everyone, welcome back. You just heard an incredible interview with Michael Yon, a man who truly seems to have his finger on the pulse of what's happening not just in the United States, but around the world. Now, Michael Yon's insights are like a fire hose of information. And today, we're going to distill the most important takeaways so you can understand the bigger picture. And more importantly, what you can do about it. First, let's talk about the overarching theme of this interview: global collapse. Michael Yon isn't just spouting conspiracy theories. He's drawing from his extensive experience on the ground. From Thailand to Ukraine, from Ireland to the Darien Gap, he's seen firsthand how countries are being destabilized. And he's connecting the dots in a way that most of us can't because we're too busy with everyday life. One of the key points Michael made is the concept of a doom loop, a cycle of events that are all interconnected and leading to a catastrophic outcome. He's talking about things like the deindustrialization of Europe, the manipulation of food supplies, and the weaponization of migration. For instance, he predicted the Nord Stream pipeline explosion and the closure of the Groningen gas field in the Netherlands. These aren't random events. They're part of a broader strategy to deindustrialize and depopulate the world. Now, you might be thinking, who are the people behind this? Michael calls them they. But he's quick to point out that it's not a monolithic group. It's a complex network of globalists, including figures like Bill Gates and George Soros, the Chinese Communist Party, and various other oligarchical structures. They're all working towards different goals, but they often overlap in their desire to control and manipulate the global population. One of the most alarming aspects of this interview is the discussion of famine. Michael warns that potential famines are being engineered through various means, such as cutting off natural gas supplies to fertilizer plants and allowing the return of screw worms, which are devastating to livestock. He emphasizes that price controls on groceries, as proposed by Kamala Harris, would only exacerbate the problem. History has shown that price controls always lead to worse shortages and famines. But it's not all doom and gloom. Michael also touched on the importance of personal preparedness. He advises getting out of the cities, which are highly vulnerable to collapse. Cities depend on a fragile system of food and energy supplies, and even a short disruption can lead to chaos. He suggests that people should be self-reliant, not just in terms of food and water, but also in terms of community and support networks. Michael also shared a personal insight about fasting, something he's done extensively. He believes that fasting is a form of stress training and can help you become more resilient in times of scarcity. It's a practical tip that anyone can implement, and it might just save your life in a crisis. Now let's talk about the political landscape. Michael's insights on the potential nuclear confrontation and the ongoing conflicts in the Middle East are particularly chilling. He believes that the United States could be heading towards a preemptive nuclear strike on Russia, which would be catastrophic. He also discussed the strategic moves in Israel and the potential for a wider conflict involving Iran and other Middle Eastern countries. The key takeaway here is that these conflicts are being manipulated by various interests, and the outcomes are far from certain. Finally, Michael's thoughts on the 2024 election and the potential outcomes are worth considering. Whether Trump or Kamala wins, the underlying issues, economic collapse, social unrest, and global manipulation, are not going away. He emphasizes that the stakes are incredibly high, and it's crucial to stay informed and prepared. So what can you do? First, stay informed. Follow reliable sources like Michael Yon's Substack and Twitter. Second, build your self-reliance. Start with small steps like growing some of your own food, storing water, and building community networks. Third, stay vigilant and stay involved. Whether it's through local politics or activism, your voice and actions matter. Michael Yon is a reminder that the challenges we face are real, but they are not insurmountable. It's up to us to be the change we want to see in the world. Thanks for tuning in, and let's make it through this together. Stay safe and stay informed. Until next time, this is BrightLearn, signing off.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Michael Yon and decentralized TV hosts Mike Adams and Todd Pittner on August 26, 2024. The full interview is available at brightyon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.